All right, so we're trying this. We're taking off on our first little trip. Uh, trying this video recording thing. We just did this for like 2 minutes and it didn't save. So it feels like we just did this. So it's a little.
Deja vu.
It's 11:15. It was 11:11 the first time when we were getting ready. So 11:15 Wednesday night. We're gonna take off, drive a little bit. So we're going to start now in going through New England. We want to do all 49 states that we can drive to in the next, hopefully, the next 2 years. And we're gonna go up to Nova Scotia on the way. So hit Canada a couple of times maybe throughout the next 2 years. So the first trip we're going up to Bar Harbor, Maine, and we're going to take a ferry over to Nova Scotia, to Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, and then we're going to go ride a Canadian clipper ship. It's called the Blue Nose 2. So it's literally Monday the 30th of September is the last day of the year that they run the thing. So we got tickets for the last day. So
It's the ship that's on the back of the Canadian dime.
yeah, isn't the dime or quarter, whatever, Canadian dime. Okay, so it's kind of like a historic, like sailing ship. I don't know, we'll see. Kind of cool way to go look around there. So we're gonna leave here Wednesday night. So we got 2 days to get to Bar Harbor. Want to get there Friday night so that we can get to the ferry Saturday morning-ish, about 1 o'clock. I think we got to be there for that. So if we get there Friday night, that'll give us time to kind of poke around Bar Harbor a little bit before we take the ferry over to Nova Scotia. Then when we get to Yarmouth, then so that's Saturday. So then we'll have all day Sunday to kind of mess around, look around a little bit, and then Monday we'll ride do the boat. And that's the only thing we have for the whole trip. That's the only thing we have planned right now. So that's the only target. So as long as we hit those 2 targets, we'll be good. Let's see. We kind of talked about we don't have a name for the vehicle yet. So maiden voyage. Yeah, I don't know, Tiff. Like that seems kind of weird. We'll see. We got to come up with something better. I got my little Godzilla. So he's my little co-pilot. At least he'll maybe sleep some, maybe sometimes not. Anyways, so taking off, we got everything ready. We got our bikes. We got the bike rack in today. We didn't get the bike cover, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get it sent up to Maine and we can pick it up when we get there. Let's see. But got the bike rack in today. Got that put together. That was it was a lot more assembly than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to come in, put it on the hitch, but it wasn't. But we did it. We got it put on. And then I got like a tire pressure monitor system. So just for all the tires to make sure you know what the tire settings are. I didn't realize this with this Mercedes chassis. It is a dually. I've had dualies in the past, had the Ford, the Chevy dualies, and it's 2 wheels, like the first one goes on, the second one goes on. So if you have a flat, especially on the outside, you can just roll it up onto like wood, block or plank or something like that. The outside one's elevated and you just take that one off, you can change it. Well, apparently not on the Mercedes. They are both freaking bolted together. So when you take, if you lift the vehicle, if you ride the vehicle up onto blocks and then take the bolts out, the vehicle falls off. So the wheel, pretty much the wheels on the passenger side both fell off. So, but didn't tip the RV over. Was able to save it. Had to go back over to Ryan and Sam's to pick up my jack that I think Bear had borrowed. So got my jack, jacked it up, and then so that was a lot longer to do that than I thought it was going to be, but we'll see. It's still not working just yet, but at least it's set up because like I don't know, it's this, so the air inlet so you can get to them. Before it was just the two nipples were way on the inside and you really couldn't get to them. Yeah, that's what she said. so we got that set up, but we didn't tip the RV over, so that's a perfect way to start out. But so I think we got everything set up at the house. I think we've got all this boys, everything kind of scheduled. So kind of thought about as much as we could. I'm sure we forgot a bunch of stuff, like anytime you do that. So, but I think we got what we need here. Like I said, so 11:20, and we're heading out. So we'll see. We'll update you guys here a little bit later once we get think we're headed through West Virginia tonight, but we'll see.
There he is.
All right. Good morning. Day one.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm still. I think we're both still. So we drove last night out of Richmond, and look, there's Doc.
Nice. Didn't want to miss that.
So we were driving up the interstate, and something happened. I don't know, West Virginia, outside Charleston. It's completely shut down, so they had it blocked. There was no traffic, but I was kind of driving by myself, but there was a cop car just parked in the middle of the interstate there. So in this little town of Elk something. So I pulled off real fast and pulled off and found a little parking spot and spent the night there. Woke up in Pinch, West Virginia. They're having a family reunion in Pinch, West Virginia. It's got to be all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
The Pinch family reunion. Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
And we're driving along this really curvy road along the Elk River, which the speed limit is 55 for normal vehicles.
There's no fucking way you should be doing 55.
Watch your speed.
Oh crap.
But it is quite beautiful
Yeah, and curvy.
and curvy.
Like it's so this Elk River, it's kind of like it's kind of like the Kentucky River, I guess, size-wise, as far as like width and depth, I guess. But it's like, of course, it's cleaner. I mean, I don't know. It looks, I guess, because these valleys are so huge. Look at that shit. Look at that.
Gosh.
Yeah, somebody's driveway. Oh, that one used to work. A culvert. There's probably a 12-foot culvert.
Yeah.
With a little bit of gravel over it to their house. So kind of sketch, but interesting. So we're not really taking the interstate. So so I just took the Google Maps and took the no highways, no toll roads off. So we're just gonna travel and and we're on 119, which is, I think, is cool because we're in the middle of nowhere in West Virginia. 119. If you ever go out to Harlan or Whitesburg, stuff like that, down there in Eastern Kentucky, was one of the pretty much the only thoroughfare to get through there. So somehow we found it up there in the middle of nowhere, West Virginia. So, and I think it's bigger in Kentucky, like width-wise and straight-wise, than it is here in West Virginia. So, all right, we'll let you know if something happens.
Only, 22 more hours to go?
Yeah, 22 hours to get to Bar Harbor, Maine. Driving the back roads. We'll drive it for a little while, see how this goes. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I think it's gonna take longer than 22 hours because I ain't driving 55.
Yeah, so that's true.
But we'll see. We might jump on the interstate in both places, but it'll be kind of cool. All right, we'll see. All right, so West Virginia, we stopped at Tudor's Biscuit World.
My first ever.
Yeah, Lisa's first ever. So, got me a travel bug since somebody didn't pack my travel bug. So, good excuse to buy a Tudor's Biscuit World travel bug. So yeah, we walk in and Lisa's like, I was like, hey, these are really big, like, you want to eat one? She's like, oh yeah, we should get one that has like everything on it, and then we could split it. I'm like, yeah, that's all they have. Big giant biscuits with everything on it. But, so we got our little biscuits. So it's kind of cool little place, like, I don't know, it's some little teeny tiny town, and there was literally that in the subway and a used car dealership in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like, we went in and like the lady in front of us, they were like, when she took her order, she get done with the order, you know, like she was like, all right, thank you, Miss Ellie, and like they like know them by name. The guys in there were, you know, the old farmer types, like early gas, you know, sitting around gossip about how to fix the world.
Literally, yeah.
And some kid, like some teenage kid, was kind of like, just, you know, I don't want like not making fun of anybody, but it's just unique. Like he was like 18, 19 years old. That he had this shirt that looked like you would get like.
It looked like from like a 70s movie, like the what's that
like John
movie
Travolta. I
with
was
the
just thinking the same thing. Yeah, Urban Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like some shit from Urban Cowboy.
Like he looked really sharp. Like he looked sharp, but it was like where did
where
you
the hell
find?
do you get that shirt? And he's obviously like
With the little pearlized buttons or whatever.
Yeah.
and everything.
yeah, Urban Cowboy. That's exactly what I'm
So,
saying.
yeah.
Except he had like work boots on. But it was pretty cool. And then when we come out, there was like a razor in the damn drive-thru.
Oh, and the drive-thru was like a razor.
It's not even a car. Like, let me jump in the side by side and go get the biscuit.
Yeah, and then I guess everybody in the vicinity was there too because the drive-thru was like lined up around the building.
Yeah, and we're driving an RV, so they didn't understand why we went in the order to go, I guess. So we're like, she like was mad, like put the tray back. What? Oh, and then the lady was like washing like
Hand washing.
yeah, hand washing. They don't have like a dishwasher. She was back there like hand washes all the dishes. Like,
She was super sweet.
yeah, but it's kind of cool. Like you think like I couldn't imagine going to like a McDonald's or something like that and seeing somebody like hand washing dishes.
Like she took Mike's travel mug back there and like washed it for him before she put coffee in it.
Yeah.
Like a brand new travel mug. She took it back and washed it for him. Super sweet.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they sell travel mugs.
I know. Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they really. Yeah, it didn't seem like they really.
I'm not a big thing. But, all right, we'll talk to you later. What's up, dude?
You're live, babe.
What's up?
We're live.
Yeah, just look at me like. So we were just talking. Went to the Biscuit World place again. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm making fun of people, but we were talking about it. Back in the day, it was you had the Andy Griffith Show, Mayberry. It was like the perfect town. Everybody that was just Americana. That's what everybody. That was the ideal place to live. Everybody wanted to grow up in a town like Mayberry, and have the sheriff with only one bullet in his pocket or something like that.
Yeah, you know everybody's name, and people sit around at the barber shop or the restaurant or whatever.
Or the jail.
Or the jail or whatever.
Yeah. So, but it was like that was the perfect, like that was the ideal American dream for a while there. And, now it's all backwoods. Like now, it's hillbillies and hicks or whatever. So everybody it's just kind of interesting how it changed. You went from what was the West Virginia show? The Waltons. Good night, John Boy.
Yeah.
All that, went from the Waltons, which again was hard-working, salt of the earth people, just living their life, and kind of ideally, people like, oh yeah, it's good to watch to the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia, completely different, just stealing crap and making moonshine and drugs or whatever the heck they do. So, it's kind of cool how interesting how it's changed. How we see things. So. Oh, and we did see the Mothman picture painting in
Oh yeah.
Tudor's Biscuit World. Like it was hand painted
Yeah.
picture. The Mothman.
Yeah.
I haven't seen mine here yet, but
They had a picture of the local football team.
from when? What was it?
2020.
Was it 2020? Yeah. It was like a middle school football team, undefeated, 19-0 season or something like that, or 10-0 season, whatever it was. So it's kind of cool. It's good to see that stuff. All right. Here we are, Pennsylvania, outside Harrisburg, or somewhere, 3 Mile Island. So I guess there's one open. There's one running. I actually just saw in the news the other day that they're one of them's running. So they're going to be running some AI deal. So basically, AI is so clean that they're going to have to use a nuclear power plant to The power, clean.